ABS, the Indian Vintage.
1 down, 5 up.
1 down, 5 up. I'll try to remember that. All right, thanks, boss. Alrighty, everybody. This is XXXDeadhead, just getting the lay of the land here. This is the 2014 Indian Vintage. This is actually a really cozy bike. I'm liking it. So, going out with a group here today on this beautiful, beautiful cloudy day. And going out with a bunch of Indians. So yeah, this bike is pretty awesome. It's not the biggest, baddest bike as far as price tag goes, but this is honestly the bike I would choose out of the lineup, if not the most basic one. I think it's just called the Chief Classic. But yeah, this is nice. Very nice indeed. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Very comfortable. As far as the seat goes, I mean, this seat is very cozy. I feel like it kind of just grabs right onto me and it just wants to take me for a ride. The handlebar position stock, I think this is just about perfect. I feel very comfortable with this layout. The windshield right off the bat so far seems good, but we'll know more about that as we get up to speed on the freeway or the highway. Yeah, baby. This thing likes to roll. So it has front and rear ABS brakes, which is extremely nice. It sits low enough to where I can easily flat foot, obviously. So far, I mean, we're not really going any long, crazy distance, but so far I'm really liking this bike. So I think this one starts off around $20,000. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Chief Classic, and I believe it starts off right around $18,000, give or take. Has the 111 cubic inch engine. I think that's pretty universal with all three of the bikes. They're all made right here in the United States of America. Yeah, not bad. Not bad indeed. The controls feel really good. It feels like they put a lot of design into, the throttle setup and finding the right balance with the handlebars. As far as the styling and the look, first impressions, I was not a huge fan, but now that I've been looking at them online and looking at them in person, I am actually really liking the style of it, especially this Chief Classic. And I love this Vintage. This is a nice layout, and I think this is all stock. I think it comes with the engine guard, the windshield, the bags, and the bags are awesome. Vintage leather. Oh, it just looks so sick. Again, chrome and leather frills, not really my style, but it is growing on me here with this bike especially. One thing I think is kind of weird is at lower speeds, this bike kind of feels wobbly. Like when I'm going under 5 miles an hour, it just feels a little awkward. It kind of feels like it wants to pull off to the side when I apply the brakes, which is a little weird. Kind of revving it hard, I think. I guess it's not a chain drive, it's a gear drive. And I think I'm kind of feeling the difference there. I know there's a lot of torque in the back tire. I want to say like 119 foot-pounds of torque. But in all honesty, I think that I'm not feeling it as much as I do with my Sportster, with my 1200 iron that's been bored out. So a little interesting on that. I forgot to tell. It looks like I'm in 4th gear now. 5th? Yeah. Okay. It has an indicator. And there is a 6th gear. All right. Confirmed, 6 gears. So the windshield, I like it. I mean, it's kind of weird having a windshield go over my eye level. I like looking at, I like having no windshield whatsoever. I'm one of those weird guys. But I like to feel the wind. I like to have nothing in the way of my crystal clear vision of life in front of me. So kind of how I look at it. But But yeah, either way, a very comfortable ride. I'm not really feeling any of the wind. It's pretty chilly out today. I'm wearing my mesh jacket, and I actually don't feel cold whatsoever. Whereas on my iron, I would definitely feel the cold. I would definitely feel everything. The only place I'm feeling any real wind is maybe the very tip of my top of my helmet, and as well as on my legs and knees. So, and a little bit on my elbows. Overall, I feel very comfortable. I feel pretty stable with this bike. I don't necessarily feel like this bike is sitting as planted at speed as some of the Harley brethren that I rode last year, like the CVO Ultra Electric Glide, which is a 900-some pound bike. I definitely felt like that bike was extremely planted. This bike, though, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't feel like I'm just gonna like whisk away off to the side of the road. I just feel like you know, it wants to move around a little bit, and maybe that's just the wind. But overall, I'm really liking this bike. I think that this is a fantastic bike. If you're looking at getting into the Indian motorcycles, I think that any one of these three options is a fantastic option. The highest dollar one, I think it's called the Chieftain. It has the fairing, the full fairing built into it. I'm not really sure where I sit with it, but honestly, my gut feeling is that it's just not for me. But the other two models are definitely something that I like. So I could see myself getting one of these as maybe like a touring bike, you know, something to take the wife out with. Drop it down to 5th gear here. So I mean, that's impressive to me right there, is that, you know, it's something that right off the bat I feel like I would be happy owning one. It has the built-in, it doesn't look like it has a tachometer so much, but it has the miles per gallon. I'm average about 36 miles per gallon, it looks like. Pretty nice. Let's see if I can open up this. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad having the visor up. So even wearing like a half helmet or a 3/4 helmet with this windshield setup, right off the bat, stock, I think it's pretty good. I mean, going through the turns, we're not going, you know, impressively fast or anything, going 50 miles an hour. I feel like this bike's got some glide to it. Like I said, it's a little wobbly, you know, in the steering, which to me that just means that it's really flickable, I want to say. But I mean, it just seems I'm putting very minimal effort into moving these front handlebars. It's throaty when you open it up, but it doesn't really seem to have much get up and go. Let's see if I can get that down a gear, down into 2nd gear here, going 35 miles an hour, full throttle. Yeah, I mean, it seems to kind of open up in the lower gears, but you know, can't win over everything. It kind of feels like it could use more oomph. However, it just glides well, glides beautifully, and like the flickability is awesome. I'm really liking the fact that this bike just flicks so easily for being something that feels so big and gawky. You know, not bad. It's my first demo ride of the day, so maybe I'm being a little nice to this bike. But and I honestly do kind of feel like I have to be kind of nice to this bike. It's got a very strong tradition to it. Yet I kind of feel like the flickability of the bike is a bit much. It just kind of feels like it feels so flickable that it almost feels a little unstable. Riding, I mean, I feel very planted to a point, but not nearly as planted as I do with some of the bigger bikes that I have ridden. But overall, I'm really happy to see this brand return and the bike is growing on me. I would have no problems with, even with the few issues I'm having with this bike, I would have no problem owning this bike. I would have no problem going out and forking over the $20,000 to buy this bike in particular. It looks good, it ultimately feels good, and you know, again, it is just a classic cruiser resurrected once again. But I have yet to test ride some of the other bikes out there. There's a lot of competition out there these days, especially in the cruiser market. And I don't think that this thing wins in looks. I don't think it wins in performance. I'm not really quite sure what it wins in, other than just existing, just, you know, being brought back to life. So, but I mean, it does its job. It definitely does its job, and it rides well on the freeway. Up in the higher RPMs, it definitely feels like it has a little bit more torque happening. But again, I'm not noticing a lot of the power that I would expect from a bike of this size with this size of an engine. It just is not 100. I'm not 100% sold, I guess is the best way to put it. So what do you guys think? I mean, I know you're going off of my impressions. My impressions are not necessarily the highest praise that are out there. What do you guys think of the new look? What do you guys think of the new styles that are out there? The three different, I mean, at least they came out with 3 different models to choose from. 6 speeds, ABS. It has a really nice locking feature for the bags. No alarm system that I know of. I think it's air cooled, and it has the crank shaft or the gear shaft system on it. No belt, no chain. So less maintenance, but I think less performance overall. I'm not a specialist when it comes to any of these concepts, to be honest. So yeah, let me know what you think about Indian, guys. Real interested. Overall, good bike. What it tells me is, or what it, you know, what it does for me is it makes me want to go out and ride, and that's always a good sign. Let's see what else. It also, with the bags and everything, I mean, I feel inclined to want to get out and an adventure, to travel. Looks like it has a good sized gas tank. It appears to get pretty decent gas mileage for the size of the engine. I don't really feel like I'd have to change anything other than maybe the exhaust, just because the bike is so quiet right out the gate. All right, so yeah, the 2014 Indian motorcycle, and I wish them the best of luck. This is a cool bike overall. I would give it, if I had to give it a score, I would say maybe a 7 out of 10, which is not a horrible start for a first year on a bike, even though the bike's been around for so long, since like 1901. Let's open her up. She cruises. I mean, she get up to 60 just fine. ABS brakes for the win. So yeah, we've got quite a few other bikes to ride today. This is my first test ride, and overall I'd say it was a fun one, a good one. Again, not 100% sold on the bike, but I do like it. Nice firm kickstand. Alrighty.
Did you get some good shots?
I think so.